We've seen many beauty trends. For example, big lips, big booty, small nose, thigh gap. And I mean, let's just stop a quick second at thigh gap. Hi everyone! Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Juliet and it's a pleasure having you watching this video. Wow, thank you all so very much for all the love and all the feedback on the previous video. Turns out we're quite a few perfectionists out there. So I'm glad to hear that the tips were useful. So if you haven't checked out yet, make sure you check out the previous video. I'll link up right here and I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. And y'all, the Rise Up Challenge is finally launched. There's a short video explaining the challenge. I'll link up right here, so make sure you check it out and make sure you take part in this challenge. I really and truly do believe and hope that this challenge can help you rise up and just get that motivational boost for this new season and semester. So make sure you take part in the Rise Up Challenge and check out the video explaining the challenge right here. So in today's video, we are going to talk about something that I think negatively affects quite many of us, either consciously or subconsciously. So let's get right into it. My goal with this is that when you wake up in the morning and look at yourself in the mirror, you are going to love what you see. Many of the beauty standards today are not realistic, with makeup practically being art, and cosmetic surgery and cosmetic injections have become pretty common, even down to quite young ages. My main problem with this is what I see it do to the confidence of so many people, especially young people. I personally don't use makeup for a range of reasons, and I'll get back to that later in this video. But the main topic of today's video is how we look at ourselves and love ourselves in the midst of society's definition of beauty. Society wants you thinking that you need cosmetics to be pretty, and they're earning solid amounts of money having you think so as well. But honey, let me tell you, you don't need it. And that's not to say that you can't or shouldn't use makeup. If you really like makeup and want to use it, absolutely, do you. But the makeup should not be the foundation of your self-confidence and self-love. Makeup becomes problematic if you don't like what you see in the mirror when you wake up in the morning before you put any makeup on, and then you try to cover up any self-doubt that you might have by using makeup. As I mentioned earlier in this video, I don't use makeup for several reasons. And I guess the first reason would be that as I was growing up, I noticed that my mom didn't use makeup and she's so pretty. And so I guess that kind of inspired me to not use makeup. Secondly, makeup would really mess up my skin. Like, I have sensitive skin and using makeup would really mess up my skin. And so eventually I started thinking, all right, so am I now going to use makeup and then have the makeup ruin my skin beneath the makeup and then ruin my skin to the extent of where I eventually might almost feel obliged to use makeup because it has messed up my skin so much. And so it will kind of become this bad circle, right? The third reason would be that, especially during my teenage years, but also now, it's been important for me to embrace myself and embrace and love how I look and how I am naturally without makeup on and without having makeup mess up that process for me. The fourth reason is that it's literally so annoying to remove makeup after a long day. Like, I just cannot be bothered to do that. And the fifth reason is that I literally cannot be bothered to spend time in the morning putting makeup on. Just honestly cannot be bothered to do it. There's a bunch of other things I prefer spending that time on instead. That's for me personally though. Those are my reasons for not using makeup, and I'm not saying that that rings true for everyone. Makeup is just one example of the different pressures society and social media try to push onto us as what we have to do or use in order to be considered beautiful. And not to mention the pressures of what a pretty body or a beautiful body is expected to look like. I've witnessed way too many people, especially young females, who don't feel pretty because anywhere they turn their heads, especially on social media, they see unrealistic examples and definitions of what beauty is supposed to look like. Even though I think at this point, most of us know and understand that what we see presented as the perfect face or the perfect body isn't necessarily real and can be altered by cosmetics or cosmetic surgery, I think it still gets to us because we still experience and feel that society considers that as beautiful. And who doesn't want to feel beautiful, right? But beautiful according to whose standards? But if I can challenge us a bit, That society that we keep blaming for setting unrealistic requirements or expectations of beauty. Who is that? Isn't that us? I mean, we've seen many beauty trends. For example, big lips, big booty, small nose, thigh gap. And I mean, let's just stop a quick second at thigh gap. Like, how do you have something so anatomical become a trend? Like, I don't get it. Like, they completely lost me at thigh gap. I don't think I had a thigh gap at birth. All right. Anyways, the fact that a body shape can be trending is outrageous. But at the end of the day, if we ask ourselves, how does a trend come to be and how does a trend remain? For a trend to actually be a trend, it requires you and I and all of us to take part in it, doesn't it? So truthfully, do you and I not contribute in upholding a trend and in so doing perpetuate the very trend that we eventually criticize for making us feel bad and giving us bad confidence and low self-esteem? That means that you and I have a say and that you and I have a choice. Which trends are you partaking in and promoting, and which trends are you ignoring and actively taking a stand against? Are you trying to use trends to build your self-confidence, or are you building your self-confidence on you being the amazing and unique individual that you are created to be? What is the fundament of your self-love and your self-confidence? Do you understand and believe that you really are beautiful just the way you are? Do you give yourself a smile when you see yourself in the mirror in the morning, even if your hair's a mess and you haven't put any makeup on? As we're now having the Rise Up Challenge, if you feel like you need a little boost in your self-confidence, I'd like to challenge you to give yourself a compliment each day when you see yourself in the mirror during this challenge period. And negative comments to yourself and your own appearance are not allowed. This is a time to embrace all your unique and pretty features and not to try to find faults in your appearance. I'd love to hear your favorite compliment to yourself. So if you dare to do it, please do write in the comment section below. I'd love to read it there. In this video, we've spoken about beauty and physical appearance, which are quite superficial, right? But of course, your physical appearance is most certainly not the only nor the main reason to why you should love yourself. You should love yourself simply due to the fact that you are valuable. You should love yourself because of your heart, your compassion, your character, your mindset, how you treat others, how you love others, in a range of more profound qualities and attributes than your physical appearance. Feel on fleek, rock your catwalk, and share your light with this world. But know that your light comes from within. It does not come from whatever makeup or any cosmetic alterations you might have had done. So work your magic, because at the end of the day, the magic is you, not the cosmetics. And always remember that you are loved, you are important, you are valuable, you are unique, and you are special. So I hope this video was valuable to you. And if it was, please do leave a like. And I'd love to hear from you in the comment section below. Let me hear what your favorite compliment of yourself is. And if you haven't already, please do make sure that you subscribe to my channel and get notifications on so that you get a notification once a new video is out. And I really hope that you join in on the Rise Up Challenge. I truly do believe and hope that it can be valuable and useful to you. And I hope you join in on the fun and the growth. So check out the video on the Rise Up Challenge here, and I hope you join it in. It's going to be great. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. All right, that was it for this video, and I'll see you guys soon. Take care. Mwah. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. You are beautiful.